Have you ever played a game genre that had a specific mechanic related to it that you wish you were really good at, but simply aren't? Like, for an example, maybe in a racing game, you wish you could make extremely precise turns, or maybe in a murder mystery game, you wish you could figure out the answers before the game blatantly tells you. Or maybe in a dating sim, you wish you knew how to get to the paths with the juiciest hentai. Well, I also experienced things like that, and for me, the biggest one is headshots in shooters. First person, third person, second person, doesn't matter. Sure, I like to pretend that I'm good at landing those precise shots, but I'm really not. Hell, the only reason that I get away with it in Warframe is because mobs, while they are surprisingly mobile at times, are still AI. You throw me into something more competitive though, and that's when things become a real shit show. So naturally, you might be like, ah, so you're a shotgun kind of guy.
No, God! No!
I hate shotguns, to be honest. No clue why, it's just not my cup of joe. The only shotgun that I can stomach in Warframe is probably the Tigris Prime for, well, subtle reasons. And that's kinda stupid of me, I know, because shotguns are inherently really easy to use in the majority of cases. But I just never really grew attached. I guess my brain done not grown right. Which is why, when all the hype involving a pump-action shotgun in Warframe started flowing around, the number of fucks I had given was roughly in the negative 2 digits at the time. And when the Arca Plasmor came out, I was equally uninterested. But then I learned. And it's a very simple truth, the Arca Plasmor is not a shotgun. This thing is as much of a shotgun as the Phage is, except this is actually not hot garbage. The Arca Plasmor is in fact a plasma cannon, and it is glorious! Not only is it powerful, not only does it look nice, but it makes frames like Hero pitch a tent the size of Mount Everest. The Arca Hammer? Don't really give too much of a shit about it, to be frank. It's way too stubby and it has a wonderful inclusion of not only a stack cap, but a stack timer as well. The pistol? Haven't really tried it yet, but it looks like another kick in the balls for sniper rifles. In other news, the sky is blue. But this thing was actually pretty surprising. Next to the Opticore, the Panthera, and the Harpack, this is probably a new favorite of mine. The fact that you have to try to miss landing headshots is something that I absolutely adore, and it allows me to embrace my scrubbiness to its fullest potential. Though, with all that said, I still found some things to be annoyed about, so let's cap off this video with those, yeah? Firstly, these values. These numbers trigger me like Tumblr. I know it shouldn't, but these values just, they make me uncomfortable. Warframe has been around for years now, and with most weapons, these values tend to be nice, appealing base numbers, usually in increments of 5, 10s, and so on. So, yeah, I try not to look at the base values of the Arca series because of that. Second, this firing sound effect. I don't really need to explain with words here, so let me just end this video with a sound that is 100 times more intimidating.